GearNetwork.com.
This is a Gear Network production.
Ladies and gentlemen, this podcast is sponsored by our store through Amazon. If you visit shopgear.com, please remember to do that, because when you do, you provide gasoline to the engine known as Gear Radio Network, and that helps this podcast continue. It is the best way to shop for yourself, and is the best way to support this podcast. Now, on with the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Gear Network presents the Football Talk Weekly Podcast with John Cimino and Brandon Gorell. And now, here's John.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the show. This is a different, this week's a different format, and I will explain it as we go along, I guess. But yeah, I don't know, Brandon. I'm out of it.
Same shit, different shit.
Same shit, different day. Hello, everyone. My name is John Cimino at TJCMS on the Twitter. I am joined by my Football Talk Weekly podcast co-host, Mr. Brandon Gorell. Brandon, say hello.
Hello.
We are, as always, sponsored by our fine friends over at the Amazons. It is holiday season. Please.
Oh, sure is.
Please continue to use it. And you know what? Thank you. Despite the fact
my
that...
My bank account says that it's holiday time.
Yes, so does mine. And it's in the negative. So anyways, but thank you all.
I look at it, I look at my account and I go, do I have any money? And it goes,
I did not. I didn't port that over to the soundboard yet, but I will. I will by the end of the podcast. All right. But anyways, shopgear.com, use Amazon, and save. So look, we have been off for a couple of weeks.
We've been on hiatus.
A little bit of a hiatus, and it wasn't a planned hiatus. It was a shit happened kind of hiatus.
Yeah, personal shit happened, which is none of anybody else's business.
No, none of your goddamn business.
Yeah,
you
keep it to yourself.
So here's the situation with this, and some of you who see the JC Money Show are going to kind of be confused, and some of you who see the Football Talk Weekly podcast on your iTunes
are going to be like, you guys are still doing that?
Wait a minute,
piece of shit?
What's going on here? So
I thought you guys would lose the podcast, like, you know how if you move out of a house and you like leave your kids behind or whatever, they can hit you for abandonment.
They could.
I think that people thought we abandoned our podcast.
Well, I mean, I own
get it back.
I own the network, so it's kind of one of those things.
Whew.
I can do whatever I want.
Good thing the owner's not
I could bring Get Ready America back if I want, but that ain't coming back anytime soon.
Good thing that our owner is not an asshole professionally like he is in real life.
Yes.
Because the show would have been axed.
Yeah, or something like that. But so for those of you that are subscribed to the JC Money Show feed, and those of you that are subscribed to the Football Talk Weekly feed, you are listening to the exact same episode because, ladies and gentlemen, this is a JC Money Show Football Talk Weekly simulcast.
This is JC Money Talk Weekly football.
Something like that. Well, here's the situation. Here's why I did this, is because, you know, this whole podcasting thing, I haven't done it in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But I have produced podcasts for Trust the Podcast and Better Live Than Dead. They've been providing content and keeping us afloat, so thank you for that, guys. But I haven't done the podcasting in a while. So yesterday I felt really, really inspired. And I was writing the show, and I had the notes down, and I had things with injuries and all this type of crap that was a straight-up Football Talk Weekly podcast format.
I was looking forward to a fully written show.
It was a fully... Brandon, we probably would have gone an hour.
Because there's so much to talk about with football. And then I forgot to upload the goddamn thing to my Google Drive like I usually do. So I do it at work, at the real job, and then I upload it to Google Drive, and then I download it when I'm here, and then I have the notes, and then we have our show. Yeah.
I didn't do that.
And instead of a poorly written show, we have no written show. We have
no written show. We're going to
rock out with our cock out.
We're just going to talk a bunch of shit. Some of it's going to be sports, some of it's going to be probably politics, some of it's just going to be bullshitting, but this is really what it is the bullshitting episode. And
what we won't talk about is probably your mothers, because we don't really know them.
No, we don't know them.
They have to make us dinner first. We're gentlemen.
You know who I have heard legendary stories about whose mama makes good dinners is old ass Gabriel Soul.
Oh.
His mom, or Cyclone Jones. He's a co-host of the
Jones.
He's a co-host of the Turnbuckle Talk radio podcast. And but I hear his mama makes some dope fried chicken, and I want to go. So Ish, if you're listening, God damn it, Ish.
I feel like I need a wrestling name. Everybody else has a name.
You're B Grills.
Yeah, that's just not really great though.
Why not?
I mean, it's good, but I don't know.
I mean, John Cena had Bull Buchanan and changed Bull Buchanan to B squared. There you go. He used to walk out and try to be like a white rapper, B squared.
I want to be like Ballbuster Brandon.
Ballbuster Brandon.
Yeah, that can mean so many things.
That's
really two things. Like I can really bust your balls, or I can literally bust your balls.
How about Sticky Fingers Gorell?
No.
Why not?
I'm not an Onyx man.
So what's been going on with you the past couple weeks? Non-personal shit aside.
So I've been watching the Packers, the Brett Hundley led Packers.
God damn it! They nearly spoiled the dream.
Well, yeah. See, here's the thing. It's been really tough because I've seen the potential and the abilities that Hundley has. But Mike McCarthy just did not trust it. And he was like calling plays for like 3-yard outs. Right. So everyone was sticking them at the line and he couldn't do anything. And then he would complete like 9 passes and he'd only have like 27 yards.
Right.
It was terrible. It was hard to watch. That shutout against the Ravens, I almost gave up on the season. Personal stuff happened, so I needed something to do to kind of distract from that. And lo and behold, he plays a phenomenal fucking game against the Pittsburgh Steelers, only to lose by a guy hitting a field goal that tied the, longest field goal in Heinz Field history.
Yeah.
To win the game, against the Pittsburgh Steelers team that was heavily favored, based on just they're the Steelers, but also the fact that Green Bay looked so bad the week before.
Right.
And you think, okay, so there's positives that came out of it because they didn't look terrible. I thought they were going to get blown out of the water against Pittsburgh. I thought I was going to be going to bed at halftime. And I didn't get to go to bed at halftime, and I was kind of glad about it because, they're in a game. Then they play Tampa. Exciting freaking game. They go to overtime, get a walk-off, rushing touchdown, and win the game. And then they go to Cleveland, and you think, all right, they're going to walk out of here.
Easy breezy Japanese.
Easy breezy game. And I was at a birthday party for my friend's son. It was his first birthday. So we went to Miles' birthday party. And I got home just after the half.
Oh. All right.
And it's 14-7 Cleveland. And I'm like, all right, it's a touchdown, big deal. But then Cleveland scores right out of the gate, and it's 21-7. And I'm like, holy shit, we're this close to getting Rodgers back, and we have the scenario where we can run the table and possibly make the playoffs. And the team is actually good around him now. The defense has played pretty well, better than in years past. And you're thinking, okay, this can finally happen. And then we're going to lose to the fucking Browns. That's what's going to happen. It's going to end our season against the 0-13 or 0-12 Browns. And I'm like, this cannot be happening. I'm pissed. My son's yelling at the TV because he's pissed, and he doesn't even know what the hell he's going on. He just knows Dad's pissed. I got the brand new TV. I got a 65-inch Samsung 4K TV upgraded. It was the first football game I got to watch on it. And I'm like, I'm going to watch this shit show. And then all of a sudden, Hundley just turns it on.
Yes.
And starts slinging it.
I had, it's funny you start mentioning that. I had written them off at that point. I was watching the Bills Colts, snowfest.
The snowstorm.
But then I had looked at my phone because I saw 21-7, and it was literally I think
it was late in the third.
It was it was in the third.
Yeah.
But I had posted on Facebook. I said, God damn it, the Green Bay Packers are the Chargers of this year. The dream is up, and then literally 5 minutes later, I get boop, 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 and I'm looking, and it's
not so fast, not so fast. Look, like the old not so fast from the old days, from the first season of
the
football.
Corso.
And I'm like, what? Wait, what's going on? They tied it? Holy shit. And then after the Fox game ended, they picked up the Browns game. So I'm like, okay, I'm going here and I'm looking. But but I had tuned in just in time to see Hundley hit Devontae Adams.
Yeah, and Adams make a hell of a goddamn move. Adams is moved to an elite receiver this season.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
You know, when Aaron Rodgers says, hey, I trust this guy, I believe in this guy, you probably should listen. A lot of Packer fans were down on Adams because he had a lot of drops his first season, and then he didn't really have a spectacular second season, but the third season when Jordy Nelson went down, he really stepped up his game and became, a viable number one receiver. And when Nelson came back, Nelson was still kind of the guy, but Adams was the guy who came up with the big catches.
Right.
Last year, and he was like one of the last healthy, but he wasn't really healthy receivers. He hurt his ankle really bad week 16, and he just been kind of fighting through it in the playoffs against that Dallas game, the Giants game he fought through, and then that Falcons one he couldn't even make it. He just couldn't do it.
Right.
Came back this year. He was Rodgers' guy this year, and lo and behold, he probably saved our season because Hundley wasn't playing great, but you know what? Hundley had somebody that he knew he can go to because, Jordy Nelson became basically, he was a non-factor for the entire Hundley run. He's been terrible. He gets, a catch here or there, but when Hundley needed somebody, he went to Adams, and that play in overtime, the whole drive, he was hitting Adams left and right. So, you hear Brenneman go, oh, dangerous throw here, and he escapes, and he's gonna walk off with a touchdown, and he runs down the tunnel, heads to the locker room. It was great. And so then, you get the news this week, waiting for the bone density scan. That's the most anticipated bone density scan in probably the history of America.
Right.
And, Rodgers late last night on Twitter and Instagram gives the big thumbs up that he's good to go. He's good to go.
Bad man is back.
Bad man is back.
Bad man is back.
You better believe he is going to be pissed the fuck off. And Minnesota, you best not lose this week, because if you lose this week, you're going to be sweating your balls off in the final game of the season, and you're going to desperately need that win because Green Bay is going to fucking hammer you. Aaron Rodgers is going to remember every single little thing from that game. He's going to remember Barr landing on him and dropping him and then flipping him off and giving him shit afterwards.
Right.
He's going to put up some numbers against your defense, and he's going to make you look bad.
He is. And
then he's going to go cruising the last week against Detroit, and he's going to hammer Detroit, and they're going to be 10-6. Yes. I feel they're going to be 10-6, but they need some help. They need some people to lose.
Watch you win out of the consolation rounds now because you got them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I already won last week, and I'm going to win this week.
Are you playing Clay this week?
No, I'm playing Dawn this week.
Are you playing Dawn this week? Okay.
Yeah.
Clay must be playing Huber then.
But I am getting him back for my championship semis in Yahoo, because I had him in that league, too.
Yes.
And
okay.
I won first overall in that league.
Yes, I had it in the last week, and then Brett Vincent's stupid ass, who you're playing this week, I believe, barely beat me and knocked me from first to third, but it's all right because I beat Jordan last week, and now I'm playing Bender this week.
Yeah.
So,
I if I can get my point output from last week when I was on the bye, I had 190 points last week.
Yeah. If you, I'm hoping,
without Rodgers,
because if you win,
an injured Carson Wentz, and I didn't even use Carson Wentz. I had Case Keenum in my lineup.
Listen, man,
because I didn't care.
You win your match, I win mine. Gear Network Super Bowl, baby. It's me and you in the finals, and I'm coming for you.
Oh, fuck you! You're not gonna win. Eat shit.
Yeah, whatever. So, as far as the past couple of weeks goes, there's been a number of things that has happened, me personally, but I've found that I have taken a lot of comfort in watching hockey.
Yeah, man.
And again, I gotta
coolest sport on earth.
I gotta thank you for that hookup, man, because granted the Flames lost to the goddamn Wild last night, but
yeah, but that.
To be able to watch them is
Yeah, that shootout
good,
goal,
but
though.
Yes, that shootout goal was mighty impressive. But I did not stick around for that part because the politic junkie in me ended up watching that Alabama race.
I was watching Walking Dead while you were doing that. And then I switched over when I got the alert. And then I had 15 minutes left in the episode.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, I got to watch.
Yeah. But, so I've kind of been all over the place.
Feed me your tears.
It's been pretty good. So I'll tell you what we're going to do right now, because it's a different format and whatever. We're just going to kind of go with it here. We are going to go to a commercial break. And when we come back, we will review Gear Network Pick'ems, because we didn't forget about those, even though we forgot about you guys. And an announcement regarding our next sponsor for our next segment. Spoiler, it's IWF. We'll be right back.
IndyCard Media is your one-stop shop for quality designs at a quality price. They offer merchandising, company branding, event posters, custom clothing designs, and so much more. Check out their gallery of past designs by visiting facebook.com/IndyCard Media and tell them what you think. That's IndyCard Media, 337-446-4331 or IndyCardMafia@gmail.com. Tell them that we sent you. Again, 337-446-4331. IndyCard Media. Bring your designs to life.
357 times this year, according to Netflix.
The
one
Bee
person.
movie?
Yeah, one person watched it.
One person watched the Bee movie.
Yeah.
What the fuck is the Bee movie?
The Jerry Seinfeld one where he's a bee.
The,
Renee Zellweger, Matthew Broderick was a little bumblebee.
Is that like a kid's movie?
Yeah.
I guess it shows how much I know. I don't watch a fucking Bee movie. What's that? My last brain cell running for cover when she hears me press play on the same song they've had on repeat for 2 weeks straight. All right, give me a test. Now, bitch.
I'm sorry, he's fucking got me.
Is it? Are you still in shit
Yeah.
fever? What's this? All right.
Take it.
This might be an easy. Me in 52 years when it's 420-69. Nice dice. Wonderful. Wonderful. All right. Easter egg.
Hey Gear Network listeners, we all know how busy it gets around this time of year. Taking care of your holiday shopping can get stressful. Using Amazon is a quick and easy way to get your holiday shopping done. You can go to gearnetwork.com/Amazon and click on the link to check out all the latest lightning deals that Amazon has to offer, as well as some of my top picks on gifts for everyone on your list. Anything you purchase from Amazon using the gearnetwork.com/Amazon link helps directly support our show, as well as the others offered on Gear Network, keeping us free and independent. Make it easy on yourself this holiday season and get the best deals at gearnetwork.com/Amazon.
Well, I'm gonna get you sucker. Dirty mother. Don't you say that. I'm gonna teach you the crime. Just don't.
All right. Welcome back, everybody, to the JC Money Show Football Talk Weekly Podcast Simulcast. And this segment is brought to you by IWF Pro Wrestling. That's right. My home wrestling promotion. IWF presents Beatdown from the Brockport Elks Lodge on Friday, January 26th. Doors open at 6:30 p.m. Bell time at 7 p.m. You can get your tickets on GearNetwork.com. There's going to be a link up there very soon to buy them, but I will also have tickets to give away. And because I am who I am, I've got an exclusive for you. Ready? Signed to appear on January 26th in the ring performing this guy. Hey, that's right. I'm starting my...
We have something to do between the Super Bowl and the last game of the season.
That's right.
That's usually the bye week of the Super Bowl.
That is.
It's right before the first week of February.
That's right. So come see me wrestle. I don't know who I'm wrestling yet, but I'm going to be wrestling somebody. Apparently they liked my performance so much last time, Brandon. They liked it so much, you got to get it twice.
They booked you again.
They booked me again. So, anyways, IWF Pro Wrestling, Beatdown 2. That's right. That's the second one. So yeah, Beatdown. Be there. Listen up, And maybe I'll have a contest for you to win some tickets. All right. Grills has been on the commercial break, as you heard in that Easter egg leading into this one here. He's been on a Facebook page called Shithead Steve.
Yeah.
And he is, what does that activate Google Home when I say the word shithead or something?
I don't know.
You just get a quick shot.
I thought I heard one of my kids coming down.
Okay. All right. But he has been dying at Shithead Steve, and
Yeah. There's some good
whatever.
stuff on that page. Find it on Facebook. You'll laugh your ass off. It's
Yeah.
just memes and funny videos.
Yes, definitely.
And a lot of funny Trump jokes.
Definitely please do that. So, in line with the Football Talk Weekly podcast listeners, I think it is high time to do some NFL quick hits. What say you, Brandon?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah, we'll do that. And then we can talk like other stuff later, because what the hell? No format.
All we did was
got
talk about the Packers and Aaron Rodgers in the first time.
He's a bad man, and he is
a bad man.
coming back. So, all right. NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell, Brandon, has a new contract extension in place, and word has it, rumor has it, thank you, Goodell, that would be his final one. They said there was talks that he was going to be retiring in 2024. However, Roger Goodell said he has, quote, not made any determinations about what will happen when the new deal concludes in 2024. What do you think? Should Raj stay or should he go?
I think you should have just left.
Yeah.
Right off into the sunset. You kind of suck.
Yep. The thing was when he first started, he really wasn't that bad, but then he became robotic and really weird. But anyways, the Giants, Brandon, they in the past 2 weeks that we've been gone, they got rid of their GM and they got rid of their coach.
Yeah.
They plan to start interviewing general manager candidates next week, and one of the questions that is sure to come up is what candidates would do at the quarterback position. Well, Giants co-owner John Mara gave them a bit of a hint by saying flat out, yes, I want Eli Manning to return. That's a discussion we're going to have. So it would appear that, Brandon, Eli Manning will be a New York Giant again next year.
Yep.
If not, though, he has been heavily linked to Jacksonville with Tom Coughlin.
That move makes zero sense to me.
Most likely, yes.
It makes zero sense because Blake Bortles is actually playing pretty decently this year.
Playing pretty good. They're
in first place.
The Jags are a tough team.
Yeah, their defense is
is
strong.
incredible.
Their run game's good.
Absolutely.
I mean, they already had TJ Yeldon, and then they go and get, what's his face? Oh, God.
Darius?
No.
By trade?
Running back. The guy they drafted from
Leonard
LSU.
Fournette.
Yeah, Fournette.
Yes.
That dude, he's a beast.
Oh, I know. He's been carrying.
He's a beast.
He's carried my fantasy team quite a bit. Playoffs in all the leagues. Anyways, a team that is going to the playoffs without any doubt suffered an unfortunate blow last Sunday. Carson Wentz, injured, out for the year, torn ACL, posts a video saying he's coming back stronger than ever, which is really cool. I like the guy. I like Carson Wentz.
Yeah, I do too. He's strong.
But with Carson Wentz officially out for the year, Brandon, the Eagles will proceed with Nick Foles and Nate Sudfeld as the options at quarterback, and they will not be adding any veteran quarterback to the depth chart. One reason for the decision is that there aren't many available. Other than Colin Kaepernick, which of course is not happening because he's being blackballed, although the good commissioner said, it's just later in the season now. That's why he's not playing. Which, shut up, Raj. And Tony Romo, obviously he's not coming back to play for the Eagles of all teams. The names out there, Brandon, that they would have to choose from, Robert Griffin III, Sean Hill, Matt McGloin, and Christian Ponder.
Well, I mean, they're set.
Yeah. They're okay.
With Foles is going to do all right.
Foles will be fine. He was a Pro Bowler,
Right. With the Eagles. Under Chip Kelly.
The Bills are making an unexpected playoff push, and they may have their starting quarterback back this Sunday. Tyrod Taylor was back at practice on Wednesday after missing last week's game with a knee injury. Of course, the Bills would lean him to be well since backup Nathan Peterman left with a concussion and remains in the protocol. And that had, of all people, Brandon, Joe Webb finishing up the game.
And winning.
Well, you thank Shady McCoy for that win.
Yeah, but still, he was out there. He made a couple completions.
Bills coach Sean Vanilla McDermott made it clear that he is not looking to shake up his depth chart again, like the game he could have used right about now, which he threw away by starting Peterman and watching him throw 5 interceptions against the Chargers.
Yeah. They're the turd that just won't let go. They're a real hanger-oner right now.
Who, Buffalo?
The Bills. They're really not a great football team.
No, they're not.
And the fact that they're in the 6th spot right now, kind of stinky. I feel like they're going to lose to Miami this week.
They've got.
I think they're so hyped up. Like, we got to go beat New England next week.
3 weeks left. 2 of them are against Miami. 1's against New England.
Yeah, they're done.
They win or lose out.
They'll win 1 of 3.
8-8.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Unfortunately.
Fair enough.
I'd love to be wrong. I would love for them to win out and make the playoffs. That would be so cool for them.
Right.
And Bills fans would like lose their mind.
Right.
But I just don't see it happening.
They
shouldn't be this far anyways. And if they're doing this well with like a team that's not supposed to be good,
right?
Like they're just selling off the team,
right?
And they're still making a run.
What does that say about the other teams?
That says either bad things about the other teams, but it also says good things about what Buffalo has, in their young guys.
Right.
They're going to learn from this, and they're going to move on next year.
All right. And finally, with the quick hits here, as we talked about earlier, the bad man is back. Yeah. But that doesn't mean that the Packers need to only show up for the final 3 games. The Packers star quarterback repeated the same theme that Mike McCarthy did earlier in the day when the coach stressed to his team about not having, quote, a bunch of false confidence.
Right.
Hopefully it gives a lift to some of the guys, but I'm not coming back to save this team, he said. I'm coming back to play quarterback the way I know how to play it. Hopefully we all raise the level of our play collectively and find a way to win these 3 games. I don't have the 3 games listed here, but Brandon, they play Carolina this week. I believe
they play Carolina this week,
Minnesota,
home for Minnesota, and at Detroit.
Yeah,
they got 2 home games and 1 road game.
And Minnesota could very well be sitting their starters. You would think?
No, because Minnesota needs to win.
For home field.
If they lose out, to Green Bay can win the division still. Green Bay wins out and Minnesota loses out.
How Minnesota of them would that be?
Yeah, I mean, if Minnesota wins this week against Cincinnati, they've won the division.
That's a lock.
But if they lose this week to Cincinnati, they have to play their starters against Green Bay. Right. They're also going to be trying to get home field for the playoffs because, with Wentz going down to injury, they already have a head-to-head win against Philadelphia. So that gives them that, but you don't want to go out and you don't want to lose that head-to-head. So they're going to be playing their starters until they wrap up home field.
Right. Well,
which will still be next week. I mean, right now in the playoff picture, Philly is ahead of Minnesota by a game based on record. Philadelphia is without Wentz. They're still chasing, but at the same time, the Rams and New Orleans are only a game behind them too. So if they go losing games, they get caught, and they can move further down instead of getting a first-round bye, they're going to be looking at a first-round division game, possibly against Green Bay if Green Bay finds a way in.
Right.
So, again, they're going to have to play their players next week.
Okay.
Because they'll only be 11-3. That still doesn't lock up a first-round bye yet.
No.
So, they'll be playing.
It does not. All right, so Gear Network Pick'em.
Yeah.
Now, Brandon, you said I was 5 ahead of you, right?
Yeah, unfortunately.
After all this time, so we have 3 weeks left. So I could be the champion every season.
Oh, fuck you. Whatever.
So let's go run through this week's picks here and see what we have.
All right.
Broncos, Colts.
Broncos.
Bears, Lions.
Lions.
Chargers, Chiefs.
Chargers.
They're a hot team right now.
Yeah, they are.
Chargers. I'm making fun of them.
I think
earlier
they're going to win
the
a division.
I'm making fun of them earlier in the season, but man,
and Rivers is slinging it now, and Keenan Allen's unstoppable right now.
LA does want the Chargers, maybe.
Yeah.
They also want the Rams, too.
Yeah.
Actually, no, they don't. They freaking Eagles was majority Eagles fans at the Rams game, which is crazy. But, Dolphins
They'll show up for playoff time. That's LA.
Yeah, it's LA for
you. Build a winner, they're all going to show up finally.
Yeah. Dolphins, Bills.
I got the Dolphins.
Vikings, Bengals.
Vikings.
Ravens, Browns.
Ravens.
Packers, Panthers.
Packers.
Jets, Saints.
Saints.
Eagles, Giants.
Eagles.
Cardinals, Redskins.
Cards.
Texans, Jaguars.
Jags.
Rams, Seahawks.
Rams.
Titans, Niners.
Niners.
Oh, okay.
Hey.
I've got the
Jimmy
Titans.
G, man. He's slinging it right now.
Jimmy G slinging it.
And they're at home.
He is.
That's why I picked it.
They are at home. All right. I've got the Titans because they're the better overall team. But you know what? They got the Niners. They got a good quarterback in Jimmy G. So I think they're going to be good.
and I think they're going to be good sooner rather than later with Jimmy G. So, Pats Steelers.
I got the Pats.
I've got the Steelers.
I just don't see Tom Brady having 2 bad games in a row. I think last week didn't matter. It really didn't in the grand scheme of things because even if they lost...
To Dolphins fans, it mattered.
Oh, yeah, it mattered to them. The Fins and up all over the place.
Fins up 7-10. Brady can't win here.
Yeah. Yeah, so you guys... Great. It's like you got 2 more wins than he has Super Bowls?
Yeah. Something like that.
I think they know. Mm-hmm. And if they go against the Steelers, they'll both end up 11-3 if the Patriots win, and the Patriots will have number 1 overall.
Right.
And they've got the Bills left, and I think the Jets to close the season.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jets, then Bills.
Bills is the last game of the season? No. I think it's Bills then Jets.
Maybe it is.
Yeah, because the Bills are next one after Miami because there's the Miami sandwich.
Yes, that's right. With
the Bills.
So then, yes, it would have to be that.
So that's I just can't see Brady having 2 bad, and they're gonna get Gronk back.
I don't think he'll have 2 bad games, but that Pittsburgh offense is something.
Yeah, they are.
Brown and Roethlisberger, and you know what? That's one thing.
That game pissed me off.
That's what
for one reason.
Okay,
they can't fucking throw a double team on that guy. They left Carr out on an island the whole goddamn night to get torched.
Yeah,
I mean, you throw a double team on them, they win that game.
That's true.
He makes 2 less catches, they lose that game.
Yes.
That's all they had to do.
He makes 2 less catches, maybe I lose my fantasy game.
Right.
So I'm all for it. But
right. But I'm saying is that throw a double on the guy.
That's what I was going to talk about. That was the big thing. So let's just fire through these next 2 real quick before I forget. Cowboys, Raiders.
Cowboys
and Falcons, Bucks.
Falcons.
Okay, so
even though I want the Bucks to win,
we disagree on 2 games.
Yes.
So all right, cool.
You want to talk about
MVP of the NFL? Now it was kind of a hot topic on the sports networks this week. Some were saying, the MVP is really is more a quarterback award. It seems it's always going to quarterback.
Yeah,
a couple years ago went to Adrian Peterson, but whatever.
Right,
it was quarterback.
That was pre-switch.
The argument that I have been hearing is who is NFL MVP, and a lot of people are saying Tom Brady because what he's doing at 40 is astronomical. Yeah. It's crazy. And just Tom being Tom at 40.
Yeah.
There is also an argument being made for Antonio Brown.
Yeah.
And I don't disagree with the argument of Antonio Brown, and I'm not saying this because he's on my fantasy team and I'm winning a lot because of him, but because he's on my fantasy team, I've been paying more attention to him and what he's doing. And what he's doing this season is nothing short of phenomenal.
He's in the conversation, but here's where I think he loses votes. It's because there's going to be people that will vote for Roethlisberger too.
You think so?
Oh, yeah. Big Ben's had 3 games this season already with over 500 yards passing.
Yes.
That's a lot.
He has.
He's had some really stellar games.
He's had some stellar games, but he's not been consistent all year, whereas Brady has been.
He had 2 bad games, one to start the season against Cleveland. And you can kind of give those games a pass because they don't play much in the preseason and they don't come out their sharpest. And then he had that one real bad game where he just threw 5 picks because he just decided to start chucking it all over the place.
Yeah.
Other than that, the guy's been he's been nails.
He's certainly been solid.
But the thing is I'm not saying that he's going to win MVP. What I'm saying is that it's like when you have 2 really outstanding pitchers on a team, and they both are Cy Young worthy.
Right.
Some people are going to see one guy, and some guys are going to see the other guy, and they end up splitting votes because they're teammates. So some people are going to say Antonio Brown has made Ben Roethlisberger, and other people are going to say Roethlisberger makes Antonio Brown because, hey, look at when Roethlisberger's out, Antonio Brown's not even a name.
Meanwhile, the Brady bunch is...
Right. But when Brady's on, doesn't matter who's on the team. I mean, he hasn't had an Antonio Brown. You imagine in Tom Brady, I mean, he had 1 year where he had an elite receiver, and he threw an NFL record for touchdowns in a season. He had Randy Moss.
He has an elite receiver in Brandon Cooks.
He has a good receiver in Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks is not an elite receiver.
He can be, though. He was pretty good in New Orleans.
Right, but you know what?
Maybe that could have been a system.
There's
thing.
a lot of guys that are really good in New Orleans right now.
That's true.
Because Drew Brees. Mm-hmm. You know, a lot of guys leave Green Bay because of Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre.
There was that big old Dougie smile.
Yeah, Greg Jennings, perfect example. Mm-hmm. Greg Jennings was elevated to elite receiver status. Mm-hmm. And then he bounced around until he was out of the NFL.
Yep.
James Jones was an outstanding receiver for Green Bay. Goes to the Raiders, total junk.
Giants, junk.
Goes to the Giants,
he didn't even
gets
make the
cut.
team.
No, he didn't make the team. He gets cut, comes to Green Bay, resurrects his career, retires. Some guys are really good. Some guys are good but made great based on who's throwing them the ball.
Right.
Jordy Nelson is great based on who's throwing him the ball.
Right.
Devontae Adams is showing that doesn't matter who's throwing him the ball, he's a really good receiver. I think that Tom Brady makes receivers. It doesn't matter who goes out there.
Yes, I
Julian Edelman was a
agree.
goddamn quarterback in college.
Yeah.
And he's now an elite receiver running routes for Tom Brady.
Danny Amendola, how many teams has he been on?
Exactly.
You know?
And he's found a home. Chris Hogan.
Chris Hogan.
Leaves the Bills as a scrap heap player, and now he's like a top guy.
Gronk may have a personality, but Gronk would not be Gronk if it were not for Tom Brady.
No, he wouldn't be.
Guaranteed.
And
he would just be some funny guy, like, whatever, but...
There's all those arguments. My two MVP picks are different. I have Brady as the guy right now. He is the leader in the clubhouse. If he loses versus Pittsburgh this week, he's out of the clubhouse. And I think that it can elevate Roethlisberger if Roethlisberger has a huge game and wins him that game, and they win the AFC number 1 overall seed. But honestly, if Brady loses this week, and if Seattle makes the playoffs, I think Russell Wilson's the MVP. I think Russell Wilson...
Nobody's talking about Russell Wilson.
No, they're not.
And he's been playing backyard football. He's been doing some
He's been running for his goddamn life.
Yeah.
He's got good receivers.
Yeah. Dog shit offensive line.
But offensive line is horrible, and the running back
terrible.
situation is not good either.
Absolutely terrible.
The best running back that Seattle had now plays for Baltimore, and he's tearing it up. Alex Collins.
Yes, Alex Collins.
He's tearing it up for Baltimore. He was cut as the odd man out in Seattle.
Right.
Seattle has no run game.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson is their run game.
Right.
If they can make the playoffs, losing Sherman, Thomas, and Chancellor on the defensive side, because I've always been a believer that Russell Wilson is a good quarterback. He is allowed to make those great comeback plays and those great last-minute plays because his defense keeps him in the game. He doesn't go out there and put up flashy stats. He doesn't put up big numbers. This year he's putting up big numbers because he's all they have right now. And he's putting the team on his back, and he's carrying them. Now, I hope his back goes out because they get one loss and then end up in a tiebreak with Green Bay. Green Bay beat them the first game of the season.
Right.
Green Bay has a tiebreak and can get in. But if they make the playoffs, probably even win the division, because they could win the division if they beat the Rams this week and then hold on through the rest of the season. They can win the division.
Right.
And if Brady falters this week, I could see Russell Wilson
Danger
winning
Russ would be in that.
Yeah,
in that
Danger Russ
conversation.
should be in that conversation.
I agree with you there. I'm sticking for the wild card though, and I'm hoping for Antonio Brown. I don't think it's. Who's
the last wide receiver to win an MVP? While you think about it and stumble,
I don't know.
You know what?
You know what? While you look that up, we will. You know what we'll do is we'll go ahead and take another commercial break. We'll come back. We'll get that, and we'll get some closing thoughts, some bullshit segment going on here on this wonderful simulcast of the JC Money Show and the Football Talk Weekly podcast. Stick around. We'll be right back.
Hey everyone, John Cimino here for Amazon Prime. If you've thought of signing up for Amazon but were afraid to pull the trigger on that because it's $99 for a year and it's one flat price, even though there's awesome benefits to it, I got great news for you. Amazon has now given you a variety of options to try Prime. First of all, you can either try Amazon Prime Video for $8.99 a month, which is cheaper than Netflix, and it also gives you unlimited movies and TV shows, including HD, Ultra HD, and HDR when available at no additional charge. You can try Amazon Prime Monthly for $10.99 a month, which is equivalent to Netflix, but in addition, you'll get free 2-day shipping, unlimited movies, TV, and music streaming, access to over 1 million ebooks, free unlimited photo storage, and free same-day delivery in eligible areas. Perhaps those drones? Maybe, maybe not sure. Or if you're old school like me, you pay $99 a year annually, and you get all the benefits of Prime Monthly, plus you can save 25% with prepayment discount added. It's an added feature for you yearly folks. Don't think they forgot about you. You can go ahead to GearNetwork.com. That's GERE Network.com. Click on our Amazon banner, our Amazon Prime banner, and we can hook you up with a free 30-day trial through us. This podcast does receive a special bonus if you sign up for Prime using us, and that's even if you don't keep it, but we think you will, because it's awesome, and if you shop Amazon frequently like I do, that free 2-day shipping is a lifesaver. As always, thank you for bookmarking and sharing our link at GearNetwork.com.
What are you looking at? You're not looking at Steve, are you?
No, I was laughing at Holly posted a video of Dan sleeping on the couch, and she did a funny Snapchat filter.
Oh, all right. Well, welcome back to the Simulcast, everybody, and this final segment here, sponsored by our fine friends at Draft. That's right, draft.com/Gear Network. Use the promo code Gear Network. It is week-long fantasy football, and I believe they do hockey and all the other stuff, too. Ooh. You know how you would know? If you go to draft.com or download the free Draft app. That's Draft, D-R-A-F-T, and use the promo code Gear Network, like some of you have, which I thank you for. You can play your first week free on us, baby. That's right. And then, of course, you keep playing, you keep winning, and they keep telling us how awesome we are. So again, draft.com/Gear Network, promo code Gear Network. Do it. All right, Brandon.
Do it.
On the commercial break, you were looking for MVPs, and without going through the entire list again, there was quite literally, no wide receivers that was ever an NFL MVP.
Yep.
But there was a place kicker.
Yep.
1982. Excuse me. But yeah. So all right. Well, I'm still saying I'm holding out hope for you, AB. You got this. Just go out there and carry me to a fantasy victory. You'll become the WNYFL's MVP. That much. If I win the title. Then I can say, suck it, Cassius Kutcher. Dumb bastard. Anyways. All right. Well, I mean, that's really it. We don't really have any more football, sports stuff. I do kind of want to just kind of get out there. For those of you that follow the wonderful world of politics, and you hear
it's not
about
a wonderful world, it's a disgusting world.
Yeah, it's a very disgusting world. For those of you that are not hip to the net neutrality thing that's going to be voted on, the easiest way that I could break it to you is the internet is a free, open source platform that can be utilized by multiple people, websites, different things. That a free and open internet means podcasting networks like Gear Network, and quite frankly, like some of the other ones that are in this area and all around, have a home and can use the internet as we see it, and it's no additional cost to you or anything like that. There's no regulations on that. That starts to become challenged if this net neutrality thing actually goes through. So I don't know exactly when today, because the podcast will be released on Thursday morning. I don't know exactly when it's going to vote, but gofccyourself.org has information on numbers you can call to reach the FCC, your senators. You sign an online petition. Really get on there and oppose as much as you can, make as much noise as you can. I hope that doesn't pass, but considering who's in the office,
it's a money grab.
Who's in charge right now, I believe
it's another way to just fuck the middle class.
It really is.
It's something that, we can, all generally afford and is pretty easily accessible, whether you're poor, rich, middle class. You get internet, and it's almost like a utility these days because, people work from home.
I go to school.
I work from home.
I am literally 7 weeks away from graduation.
Yeah. And you hope to someday have a job where you work from home too.
Exactly.
People network, people day trade. All these people use the internet for different things. People find daycare. People find jobs using the internet. And, the internet is something that is a source. It's almost like a necessity. It's like having a phone. It's like having electricity. These are things that are a necessity, and they're trying to find a way to make it so that it's like
tiered,
where you're like,
you're paying.
Hey, you're poor. Well, guess what? You can afford this tier.
Instead of
it will not be as great,
right?
And there's no rules and regulations based on its availability either.
Right.
So if it's slow and shitty for you, and there's a problem in the neighborhood, and they need to fix it, they fix it when they get to it.
Mm-hmm.
No big deal. You can be without internet for 4, 5, 6 days.
Yep.
Doesn't matter.
Absolutely.
You still have to pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want to have more reliable service, well, then you've got to pay more money for it.
Exactly.
It's pretty much a cash grab.
It is.
And it's for rich assholes. If you are a Trump supporter, you are, again, going to get kicked in the dick for being middle class.
Yep.
And an American, and you voted for a rich guy
who does not give a shit about anyone.
Gives a shit about one name and one name only, and it's Trump.
It is.
It's the name Trump. And these rich fuckers come to him.
This is why I love the fact that we've made this a simulcast, because
I can go off.
You can go off, absolutely.
So,
incidentally, really quickly, starting at 10:30 a.m. on the FCC's website, you can follow the net neutrality vote.
Yeah. So you have this issue where, first of all, they're going to get more money from taxes because they've already got a deal that was going to be a sweetheart deal anyways. Wasn't sweetheart enough. Came to another agreement today. Have now expanded those tax cuts for the upper class. So, they can have some more money because that's what they need is more money. Meanwhile, your taxes aren't really going anywhere.
Right.
You'll get a nice little bump to begin with. And here's where the poison pill begins. It begins in 2021, where he believes he'll be safely reelected.
Right.
And then ride out the last 3 years of his presidency with everyone bitching and screaming, saying, why the fuck did my taxes go up?
Right.
While him and his rich asshole friends continue to enjoy a large tax cut.
Right. Right.
So you have that you're going to get fucked on. You're getting fucked on healthcare because instead of the already probably high healthcare insurance that you had to get through the markets, where you got the extra funding in these states that, went to the marketplace and gave you credits to make it a little more affordable, still expensive, and that's an insurance industry problem.
Right.
Again, something that is a necessity for people, which has been found a way to make money off of. So now you are also paying for higher insurance because they couldn't get a fucking bill passed to replace it. So they're stuck with what they have, but they also went and gutted it and made it fail and made it harder for people, even though people are signing up in record numbers, by the way, made it harder for them and made it more expensive for them because they wanted to play politics and make it crash so that they can come along as white knights and bring this tremendous bill for you, which is actually worse. And you get screwed that way, and now you're going to get screwed out of your internet. How many more things? Does Trump have to show up in your house and fuck your wife right in front of you while calling you a loser to your face.
It doesn't matter.
I mean, this asshole had a rally the other day.
Absolutely.
In Florida.
Mm-hmm.
And he spent the majority of his rally talking about his fucking electoral victory again.
Right.
He talked about state by state on states he won.
Over a year.
It's been over a fucking year, and this is the only time this guy is comfortable.
Well, you know what it is?
And they're still back there going, woo!
Well, you know why that is? Because he is not signed into law one piece of legislation at all.
All he's signed is his fucking executive orders.
He's had literally no victories.
He's missing a shit ton of cabinet members. There's so many positions that are unfilled right now. There's positions that are filled by people that are unqualified.
Oh, of course.
And he's over here in Florida talking about Wisconsin.
Well, right, but again,
Hillary
it goes
didn't
back
go to Wisconsin. Didn't listen to Bill.
It goes back to in a party like
he talks
the GOP,
about what he knows.
In a party like the GOP that is all about party over country and victories, and we got to get this win. We got to have one in the win column. They have had literally 0 wins all year.
Yeah. Except for Georgia. They won the Georgia special election.
That was a Trump win.
Right.
You know, whether it came under the watchful eyes of the Russians and collusion or whatever, that's up to Robert Mueller to figure out. But that is the one thing he keeps clinging to, that because he has nothing more recent.
He doesn't know anything,
and he has no knowledge of anything.
He had prepared remarks, and he read basically off of a fucking cue card about not about that about North Korea and sanctions. It's probably not going to work. Mm-hmm. They don't listen to us. We're probably going to nuclear war. He's telling people he's going to nuclear war, and he's like, but don't worry, you're in good hands. And let's talk about Wisconsin. Remember when I went to Wisconsin and won Wisconsin?
Yeah.
Nobody said, I can't win.
Yep.
He just left what he was uncomfortable talking about and went back to repeating the same shit.
Right.
Talked about the Great Wall that he's going to build.
Yeah.
And the great tax cuts that are making great progress and are going to be so great for everyone. And everyone's like, woo! Until they get their first fucking paychecks.
Right. I will say this. It baffles me how stupid some people can really
They're
be.
not stupid, though. That's the problem. They are loyal. There's a difference between stupid and loyal.
Stupidly loyal.
There are stupid people that vote for both sides that are completely uneducated, just fucking vote.
I don't disagree.
But there are people who are intelligent, who are smart and understand shit, that will continue to follow along because they're brand loyal. They are brand loyal. Yeah. They have been convinced that the other side is completely evil. Mm-hmm. There's nothing that can change it. Mm-hmm. And no matter what you throw out there, they will vote for it. You had a fucking guy who had numerous reports and accusers of being a fucking pedophile in Alabama. That should qualify you for 7 votes. And that's like your fucking family voting for you. Mm-hmm. Okay? The guy lost by 11,000 votes. He had 190,000 votes in Alabama.
Yep.
That is loyalty.
I will tell you.
That is party loyalty. That is stupidity on the loyalty side of it. They don't care about facts.
They had interviews on MSNBC. With people coming out, Republican voters. They identified them as Republican voters, and they interviewed one female and one male. Right. And the one female was like, yeah, first time in my life I ever voted Democrat. Him touching kids? Nope. Sorry. That was me.
There are a lot of people that did that.
Then you got the male, and he was like, well, I mean, I voted for more, and it's just because, aren't we innocent until proven guilty? Like, they're
like they can go back and take a DNA test from fucking 40 years ago.
Exactly.
Give me a goddamn break.
So it's
like it's so stupid.
Yeah, it irritates me.
Oh, it's the length of time since the allegations, since the acts have happened. It's too old. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, but when it was Al Franken, and again, Al Franken
Right.
Justified
Right.
in resigning. But when it was Al Franken, it was he must resign.
Well, he needed to
must
resign
do this.
earlier than he did.
He must do this now. But
Yeah.
now women are coming out again against Donald Trump, saying, "Well, hey, don't forget."
I've never met these women
Don't
before in my
forget
life.
us, and it's
Well,
like-
actually, we have video of you being with these women. Nothing. Fake news.
Wasn't me. Fake news. You're fake news.
Fake news.
Net neutrality. But
Fake news. He doesn't know net neutrality.
yeah, he doesn't.
He's
just-
not saying anything about net neutrality because he doesn't fucking understand it.
Yeah, he doesn't.
It doesn't fit into his 270 electoral vote strategy.
Right.
That's all he talks about.
Is that why Twitter, you think, maybe upped their character limit? 200 whatever.
We need the president to talk, and he needs to talk more. And
whatever.
Sound more stupid.
I can't wait till you get that button.
I'm getting the wall button.
The wall button, and it's going to be a fixture on this podcast. I believe it. But, all right. Brandon, what are you looking forward to this weekend?
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers.
I'm looking forward to Aaron Rodgers.
Mm-hmm.
I might be going to the Policia annual Christmas party with VTAN.
Okay.
And getting my drink on. If I told a friend who wanted to meet me out Sunday morning, I told her, I was like, what time? And she's like, I'm going to be in the area at 11, so probably before that. And I was like, I'm like, well, I will let you know. I was like, if I've got a ride to the Christmas party, or I take an Uber to the Christmas party, I'm not going to be up by 11. If I have to drive to the Christmas party, I'll probably be up before 11, and I can meet you out. So I'm going to get shit-faced.
If you need a ride, I'm sure I won't be drunk. You could.
Yeah,
you could give me a shout.
I'm going to see Star Wars tomorrow at midnight because I'm a big nerd. And that's really it.
Nice.
That's my weekend.
All right. Well.
Bowl.
Yeah.
Shittily.
Bowl.
Yeah.
All right.
I get my ball adjusted again. They put in a thumb slug. It's way too fucking tight. It's popping blood vessels on my thumb the first two shots. It was like ripping my skin. And I went into the Sunset guy and I was like, hey, he's like, how come you didn't have us do it? I'm like, because you guys are on the other side of fucking town. I'm like, Gates is right down the road from me. And, he cleaned it out, made it a little less tight. But it was still tight. And I was throwing the ball and it would just stick to my hand and it would just... I thought my hand was going to go with it.
Yeah.
And the ball ends up landing beyond the arrows. And you've got no chance from there because it's it doesn't have enough time to rev.
Yeah.
So I got to get that adjusted still. And then bowl probably still shitty on Saturday.
Bowler's World's the only place I go.
Yeah.
But, it's...
It was right down the damn road, man.
I know.
And I was in the middle of running errands. That was moving day.
Oh.
So I was out and about and I was like, yeah, I should drop this off.
Yeah.
And come back and get it in a little while.
Yeah, I can tell you, I officially miss bowling.
Yeah.
Next, I think I'm going to do a summer league.
Other.
I think I'm going to do a summer league to get back in it, and then I'll probably do every other next year. Not at Sunset though, but
yeah, that's another problem. I hate that fucking alley.
Yeah, I
bowl way worse there than I bowl anywhere else.
There's something about that particular place that I don't know what it is.
You can't get Wi-Fi when you're sitting right next to the router, but you're down the alley and you get perfect signal.
Yeah,
which is weird.
Yeah, I wouldn't get.
I figured out the password, by the way.
Sunset 1317.
No,
they changed it.
Yeah, you gave that to me the one day it didn't work.
Oh, okay.
So it's different. Oh. It was like Bowling Ball 1.
Oh, Christ.
Mikey gave it to me.
Jesus Christ. That's all right.
So, yeah. That place sucks.
Yeah. Yes,
Don't
it
ever
does.
bowl
Yes,
there.
it does. Radio Social's dope, though.
It is pretty dope there.
For me, I'm
looking
forward to... I have my 7th to last assignment.
Ooh.
But... I am looking forward to 2 weeks off of school.
Oh,
finally! I've
taking any vacay during the break?
Huh?
You taking vacay during the break?
No.
I'm saying, are you taking any vacay? You gonna take some time off during Christmas break?
No.
Oh, I'm taking a whole week off.
No,
8 days.
I couldn't because the person ahead of me tenured took the week off. But I'll probably do some work from home that week or whatever. I don't know. Yeah. We'll see. But either way, 2 weeks off of school. I haven't had a break since
Christmas last year, I've just every week since, the start of the new year has been school. Been no breaks. I am looking forward to this break, and then after that, it's 5 more weeks. And
our listeners in China are like, "Fuck you." We go to the school 365 days a year. Asshole.
We go to school right out of the womb. Oh well.
You rehash her.
Whatever. All right, that's gonna do it for us on this simulcast. Just all over the place. Good conversation though. I did enjoy, especially the political part. We may have to do more JC Money shows where we just ramble about.
It just bothers me though, so it's like,
Well, you know what? That's a forum for you to do it on. But
yeah,
Football Talk Weekly Podcast listeners, thank you for listening in. JC Money Show listeners, thank you for listening in. I assure you, both of these shows will be back on their regular time frames, especially the JC Money Show starting more in January. But thanks again for shopping all of our sponsors. Target, again, go to facebook.com/Gear Network. Click on one of the Target ads. You can sign up and you have 5% off your purchases every single day if you sign up for the Target Red Card through us. Amazon. Draft.
In France they say Target. And in America, you're annoying.
Very good. Well, Brandon, next week I have off of school.
Yeah.
So I've got nothing going on, so let's...
My Wednesday also looks free.
Well, so then shall we do it again?
Absolutely.
All right. Good day to you, sir.
And good day to you as well.
So long, everybody. Good night now.
Remember to see more National Football League action next week.
The recognized symbol of excellence in sports entertainment.
The preceding presentation has been brought to you by the Gear Network.